We wait for light. It's shining light on me, don't shine it on me. Not on me, shine it on my tree. Hello and welcome back to the channel. You join me again in Yorkshire, where I've just come out for another wander into the moors. Quite a popular area. There's a place over the valley that's called the Hole of Hawkham, but I've tried to avoid that part. I've come in from a different area. So yeah, just going to wander through. I've already got a couple of sheep photos, it won't surprise you to know. But yeah, try and keep away from the crowds as it's Saturday and just wander down and see if I can find some heather still in bloom, and yeah, see if there's any light. There's quite interesting conditions because it's sort of patchy cloud. So yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. But again, just lovely to be out. Right, I've had a bit of a trek across the moorland. It's a beautiful area. I've come a little bit away from the path and I've found a fantastic subject. I actually spotted this from quite a way away when I first came onto the path. I wasn't sure how close I could get to it, but it's basically what I've been looking for is, interesting subjects, which sounds obvious, but things that are going to, stand out and give interest apart from just sort of gentle scenes. And the heather's okay. Some of it's starting to lose its colour, but some of it's still got quite nice shades. But I've spotted something, and I'll basically talk you through the composition now. But I'm pretty excited about this one. So let me show you what I've got. Okay, so here in the back of the camera you can see the composition. So what I've basically been looking for is lone trees or lone subjects, and this one stood out quite a way back off the path, as I say. I think it's a Scots pine again, which is similar to the tree I took a picture of in my last video that I was really pleased with. So what I'm waiting for, as you can see, there's quite a lot in this. Unfortunately, I don't have the zoom lens with me because it's not mine, and it's gone back to its owner temporarily. So I've got on my 18 to 140, I think it is. So I've gone in as far as I can. I've not quite got the reach to get as close as I would like to, but I think it's close enough, and I can always crop it in. But so I've got this lone tree. I've got some nice heather in the foreground, and there's also, because there's some woodland that's creating this nice sort of V shape that's just taking you into the tree. I've got it at f5.6 because I really want to throw as much of the background out as focus as possible. So I'm just waiting for light to hit the tree. If I just zoom in, you'll be able to see, there it is. So waiting for the light to hit it so it really stands out from everything else that's in the frame. So f5.6 for that one, and it's a bit windy, so I've taken it up to ISO 250 so I can get a higher shutter speed to get everything sharp in the frame. So yeah, I will put that up now, and that is my first proper shot from this location. Ooh, we're getting light now, hang on. So same tree, just from a different angle. I don't think you're going to be able to see this on the camera very well. As you can see, I found a perspective where the tree again is nicely placed in with the the woodland in the foreground, and then it's nicely between these sorts of two trees here, this time with a darker background. When I was around the other side, it was with a light sort of sandy coloured background. This has got the dark heather off in the distance in shadow. Let me just take that now because that looks amazing. So yeah, I'll put both up on the camera and let me know which one you think is best. So I found another piece of heather. If you saw my last video, if you haven't, I'll put a link in the description for this one. I think I got one of my favourite photos, and I've since seen it, and I really think it was one of my favourites, that I managed to isolate a piece of heather with quite a dark background that's come out really nicely. I've just wandered over from where I was shooting the tree, and as I was walking past this patch of heather, I didn't have it in mind I was going to shoot any more after the last video, but there's this one branch of heather that's sticking right out, so it almost looks like a miniature tree, which I really like the effect. And where I've got it set in the middle, behind it, we've got this long grass that's quite a yellowy colour, and it's giving all these nice vertical lines. It's a really nice composition, but I'll bring you over and show you what I'm working with in the camera. Okay, so there she is, and you can see it's a real beauty. Really stands out. You can see what I'm talking about with the grasses in the background. I've got it at f5.3 because, again, I want to give that depth of field and I want that piece of heather to really stand out. A couple of issues I've got are the wind. So at the moment I've got my ISO quite high. I think it's around 300. And also the light. What I hadn't mentioned earlier in the video is that unfortunately I was late coming out today. Product of a Friday night, drinking too much wine. So by the time I've come out, it's now 12:30, which is really the worst time of day to be shooting. But luckily, because there's lots of cloud cover, as you can see, I'm getting some quite nice diffuse light onto it. I certainly don't want any direct sunlight. It would have been nice if I'd been here earlier to have some morning light on it. That probably would look lovely. But as you can see, so like now, that light is way too harsh. So I certainly wouldn't take the shot there. You can see how black the shadows are in the heather beneath it. So I'll wait just a little bit longer until I get some nice soft light. And then I'll shoot that, which hopefully will come out really nice. Okay, I think I'm probably going to leave the video there. Most of the light has now been snuffed out by some fairly ominous looking cloud coming in there, which looks amazing, but there's nothing to photograph in front of it. It's just rolling moors for miles, so no, I don't think there's going to be much. So if there are any more pictures, as always, I'll put a note on the video now and stay tuned to look at any final images that I put on at the end of the video. But if not, as always, thank you very, very much for watching. I think I'm starting to see some growth in the channel, which is great. So please subscribe if you've watched it, so you don't have to pay for anything. You just have to make sure you've got a YouTube account. I think you can do it with a Google account. Just subscribe and make sure you click the bell that tells you when I've got new content coming out, which should be every Friday from now. So thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.